1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Hey, it's Mike Marino and John King from Mike and John Got It Going On.
Brought to you by Firehouse Doors. That was a very professional opening.
It really
Wow.
was. What's with us today? Coming up today, we will go to the Wayback Wednesday machine.
Yes, way
How many years back are we going?
way back.
Back like half our age?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
pretty
is
much,
kind of
pretty
that.
much,
Yeah,
yes.
that far
Mid-90s.
when we were young.
It was just a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't
a
it?
couple
90s
years
was just
ago.
a couple of years ago, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Kurt Cobain was still alive.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that in just a little while. Also coming up, the answer to last night's TNT Tuesday Night Trivia question. I think a couple people may have it right. So we'll get to that in just a little while. Our 2-cent history lesson coming up. In the meantime, news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. An employee of a Fowlerville company was killed Monday in an apparent warehouse accident. According to the Michigan Occupational Safety and Health Administration, MIOSHA, a 31-year-old shipping and receiving handler at Retech Compounding was moving pallets in a warehouse using a high-low Monday when one of the pallets, which contained nylon sacks of plastic pellets weighing about 2,200 to 2,300 pounds, fell on top of him. Co-workers later discovered the employee unresponsive on the ground. He was declared dead at the scene, according to Livingston County Sheriff Mike Murphy. Sheriff's deputies, EMS, and firefighters assisted at the scene. Following the incident, the company released a statement saying they were deeply saddened by the death and were investigating the accident with internal personnel as well as representatives from the Livingston County Sheriff's Office and MIOSHA. Retech's Fowlerville facility was built in 1997. The company bills itself as a leading producer of filled and reinforced polypropylenes, engineered resins, color concentrates, and additives. An incident Monday involving a pellet gun at a local elementary school remains under investigation. According to a message sent out by Jennifer Goodwin, principal at Southwest Elementary in Howell, officials were made aware Monday afternoon a student brought an unloaded airsoft gun to school. The student showed the item to some of their classmates, but did not make any threats of violence against the school or students, according to Goodwin, who said upon being made aware of that, they immediately took action and involved their school resource officer. While no threat of violence was made, she said their team will conduct a thorough investigation. Goodwin concluded by thanking the Southwest students who brought the matter to their attention. And an event highlighting Linden restaurants and locally sourced ingredients is set to return next month. The second annual Farm to Fork dinner in Linden will be held Saturday, September 10th. Sue Turpin, Secretary of Happening in Linden, which is planning the event, told the Tri-County Times guests can expect a fine Italian dinner with many courses, wines, and violin music. The Farm to Fork dinner begins at 6 p.m. on Mill Street, September 10th at the VFW Hall in front of the Kimball Sharp Gazebo and along the Shiawassee River. Tickets, which are limited, are $80. Anybody interested in attending can call Turpin. You'll find her number and additional details at mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And that's our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com.
That's the website right there.
Right there. And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. You know, if I'd have known about Cooper and Binkley Jewelers 31 years ago today, that's where I would have got my wife's wedding ring.
Anniversary, is it?
Anniversary, absolutely.
Oh.
31 years she's put up with me. Going for heaven. Got the halo. But
Keep going.
Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. They are known for customer service, community involvement, their honesty, professionalism, and of course, exquisite merchandise. Mark and Barb Binkley pride themselves on offering something special for everyone and recognize customer satisfaction is the sole purpose of their business. Matter of fact, they're making a big trip come October.
Right.
Do you know where?
Antwerp.
Antwerp, Belgium.
We just like saying it. It sounds like you're putting somebody down. Hey, Antwerp. What did I do?
It sounds kind of like an old inventor. Antwerp does. But it's Antwerp, Belgium.
Yeah, of course.
Where you can get the world's largest diamond selection. They want to pick out a diamond especially for you. If you want details, go to their website, cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com, or give them a call today. Of course, they offer Sagani, Simon G., and many other designers. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. All right, last night's trivia question in TNT. I was
TNT Dynamite. Oh, sorry.
No AC/DC is not here
Had
in
a
the
little
podcast
AC
studio with us.
DC moment
There
there.
was very little. Our question last night, 83% of people say they have at least one of these. What is it?
Yeah.
Credit card,
Right.
says Jordan. And of those credit cards you may have, how many are already maxed out? A lot of people said credit cards.
Right.
Email addresses, a very popular guess.
Debbie said a bunion. Hee hee.
Oh, there was a hee-hee
There was
with
a
that
hee
bunion.
there, yeah.
Are bunions funny?
I don't think they are.
I
I
don't
don't
either.
know really are. It's just fun saying it though. Maybe that's what you're saying.
Old photos.
Bunion. Sorry.
It does sound fun to say,
But
doesn't
it sounds like Funyuns.
It
And I
does.
think Funyuns and bunions are two different things, although they may smell similar.
Sure.
Sorry.
Pair of shoes that don't fit, says Katie. That's a good guess.
Right.
Pair of sunglasses. Yeah, you got to have a backup. A car, a pet.
Right.
A couple people said pets. Brandon said a wart. A dog. TV. How many people do you know that have more than one TV? Just about everybody, right?
I can't. Yeah, I mean,
it's
it's got to be close to 199%.
yeah.
It's the way we are. We got TVs everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, our phones are our TVs.
Well, that's true. A filling, says Debbie. How many fillings? None of those.
If you've only got one, you're doing pretty damn good.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're 6.
The tooth fairy had to take out credit on me. But our answer?
Yeah. What was the answer? What do 83% of us have at least one of?
A phobia.
Oh.
A fear of something. What's your biggest phobia? I think mine's heights. I think when it comes down to it,
Heights don't. I mean, it's not.
I got a little dizzy. Look down onto that tall building in Chicago.
Did you step out on that ledge?
I was out on the
glass
ledge.
ledge.
I was
Yeah.
so scared. I overcame that fear though.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And then I got right out of that thing as fast as I
Right.
could.
Right.
Conquered it. I'm done. Yeah. How about you?
I guess since, spiders maybe, I guess apparently, what
Oh,
happened
yeah,
earlier on the
you were
podcast.
scared of that spider the other day.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is because really, those little baby spiders, they're probably not going to do anything to you. It's
Look,
the
spiders,
real big hairy ones, like on the Brady
they,
Bunch.
They want nothing to do with us.
remember-
We're a predator to them, not the
Yeah.
other way around, but nonetheless, they're gross. I'm sorry.
Well, the hairy spiders are.
They're all
What,
gross.
tarantulas,
They're all
those kind of things. I could see being fearful of that.
Like I said before,
How about a snake?
I understand the importance of spiders, and they help keep down the insect population. So I don't
that much.
They do.
When you think about it,
Absolutely
I mean,
do.
it's like, oh yeah, one little web. How many bugs are they getting in that web?
Do you know how many spiders? For every spider you see, do you know how many spiders you don't see? A lot. I don't have the number, but a lot.
A lot.
So,
Oh, you got the facts then.
well,
I
I'm
don't
an expert.
have the number, but
I did my
there's
research.
a lot of spiders.
I did my research, and
How about the daddy long legs? Are they the creepy?
I'm not saying they're not
ones?
gross, but they're I don't automatically smash them unless they touch me. You touch me, and you're dead. Any of you spiders touch me, I'll kill you.
Wow. Firehouse Doors has been serving Livingston County
That's my
residents for the past 24 years. If you've got spiders in your garage and need a better garage door, they're the ones to call.
Yeah, I would agree.
Firehouse Doors.
And they're out west. They've gone west, young man.
Are they wearing cowboy hats?
They might be. I don't know.
When you go out
They're
west,
working on
you-
installation in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you tell me, who put your garage door in, and think do they have a national reputation?
Not that I know of.
Well, Firehouse Doors does.
yeah, they do.
All right, they're called upon to go and do specialty projects all over the place.
It's like superheroes when it comes to garage doors.
And if you just need a garage door for your house, why not call Firehouse Doors? They're the place to go. They are the well-known experts for garage doors, and of course, they are veteran-owned. Mike, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran, and your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. So for the past 21 years, they're also Livingston County's only authorized distributor for CHI overhead doors, the premier in garage doors. So if you want to find out more, call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480.
Help keep the spiders out.
I don't know that they can guarantee
I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to guarantee it. I'm just saying it might help a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing worse than spiders in your garage. Well, maybe a bee in your car.
How about a spider in your car? Now okay, if we're going to get specific about phobias, driving and a spider crawling on you. If you're like going down the freeway.
I'd be more scared of a bee.
You know.
Getting stung while I'm driving. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this is but phobias are irrational fears. So the thing is, you're right. A bee would actually be more of a
or a hornet.
You know,
I hate hornets
because it could sting you. You could, And so I agree with you on that. But I could almost deal with that more than I could deal with a spider. Whereas a spider probably doesn't want to be anywhere near me, but I would freak out. I would probably roll the car and kill everybody. If I was driving down the freeway and the spider was like it happened on the podcast the other day. If we were driving with it, I would be like, ah!
I didn't realize you were that scared. That
we would have rolled over, exploded. It would have been horrible.
Here, I thought you were just acting, but no, that was real when you crawled into your shirt.
I don't want spiders. I don't want them on me.
All right, we're not even.
I like to see them at a distance. Oh, look, there's a spider over there.
We won't talk about them anymore. Let's change the subject. Let's talk hot dog straws. Have you heard the story of the guy?
Yes. Have you seen the video?
I have not seen the video.
I've seen the video of the guy.
The guy was at a Yankees game, I guess.
It's gross.
And he really hollowed out a hot dog.
Yeah, with a straw.
Right. To drink his beer.
Now, listen to this. He had a straw.
Right.
To hollow out the hot dog.
Right.
Which he then
used the
used.
hot dog as a straw.
And he dropped it in his beer and started drinking it. I'm having a feeling that was not his first beer.
Might have been. Might have been the creative juices were flowing.
Oh, they were flowing all right. I was like,
So the only other thing I've used, there's been a few things that I've used other than a straw as a straw.
Right.
For example, like a Twizzlers. Use a licorice, you bite off both ends, you got a straw.
Never done that.
You can try it. It's a little tougher because the hole through a Twizzler is pretty small, so you got to suck harder. Especially if you're drinking like pop.
If anyone can suck, it's you.
Thank you. Suck harder with your Twizzler straw. Yeah. Maybe some of those, they're like cookie sticks. I don't remember what they're called. The fancy cookie sticks that are hollow in the center. Use one of those as a straw. Or like a cone. They're kind of like an ice cream cone. That's made like a straw. I forget.
Aren't they? But they're supposed to be used for straws. Aren't they? Like the cereal straw? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. It has chocolate on it.
Yeah.
Now I want one of those. You could use
but that's made to be used as a straw.
Not a hot dog.
But a hot dog in your beer. I don't know. I mean,
get the hot dog oil from your beer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
not right.
Really just.
Apparently, it's trending.
There's
hot dogs.
Stop! It needs to stop right now.
Yeah.
Stop the trend. Stop it.
All right.
Stop it. Stop it.
All right. That would be a phobia of mine, a hot dog straw. That's just wrong.
We're sitting next to that guy. No, that's all going to come back.
Oh, that's.
I don't want to be anywhere near this guy. when his
this
body
done,
rejects that.
When this is done.
Yeah.
All right. Are we doing our Way Back Wednesday?
We could.
Did we have something else lined up?
No, not really.
All right. It looks like you were checking email. All right. Going on a spider hunt. I'm not sure. But on Wednesdays, every now and then we decide to hop in the Wayback Machine and take you back to one of our days in radio. This was back when we were in Monroe.
Yeah.
And we had read, I think it was a National Enquirer story about this guy.
Dick the Weather Guy.
It was Dick Freimeyer.
Right.
Who
he was in Kentucky?
Yeah, he was in.
I want to say it was in Kentucky.
It was in Kentucky, and he had a weather tree.
Right. That he, predicted the weather.
Predicted the weather. We could say,
tree.
What's the weather going to be like?
We thought that was interesting enough to call him, but when we called him, we found out
there's a whole
the weather tree was just that was the least of interesting thing about Dick the Weather Guy.
Yeah. He was like the Farmer's Almanac of a tree.
He was quite a guy. So, this we're taking you back to into the Wayback Machine.
Yeah. That's our Wayback Machine.
You got him.
Hey, is this Dick?
Hey, Matt.
How the heck are you, Dick?
I'm doing pretty good for an old plug this morning, sir.
Hey, we're calling about your weather tree.
I've been predicting weather using the weather tree now for 30 years.
No kidding.
I mean, this is an amazing predictor of the weather. I guess it has over a 90% accuracy rating?
I have a fairly accurate record, I will say that.
Now, you're not cheating by watching the Weather Channel or anything, are you?
No, good night. I got a television down there where my chickens are. They're watching television right now, but they're not watching the Weather Channel. Let me assure you that.
What kind of shows do your chickens watch there, Dick?
Well, their favorite program happens to be a soap opera, The Young and the Restless.
Wow! Hey, they don't get scared when a Kentucky Fried Chicken ad comes on, do they?
Well, not to my knowledge. I went down there this morning. I mixed them half water and half wine with some homemade.
So wait a minute, you're getting your chickens drunk?
Well, they like it. See, that's kind of refreshes them. They live in a chicken coop condo, and it's equipped for heating, air conditioning, and a fan. It's pretty nice little. I'd say.
Well, your chickens got it good, Dick.
Oh, dang.
Oh, they've had it good for many years. I'll have to say that. In fact, of course, Ted Jr.'s taken his daddy. I did sports picks for many years, for 10 years, and then he died, and then the boy's taken over now.
Who's Ted Jr.? Dick, who's Ted Jr.?
Is that?
Well, he's the rooster we're using right now. He does the sports picks. And that rooster's been pecking. Well, this time he pecked out 82% of the winners of the ones he tried.
Wow.
And we had, on June the 2nd, 92, we had a big chicken wedding here. We had 200 people. They came all over the country for this chicken wedding.
So watch a couple chickens get married.
Well, I didn't want them living in sin, so I just married these chickens.
Okay, so that's your way back Wednesday. Okay, here's my observation. I mean, and Dick was we talked to him a number of times, and fun guy, always to character, obviously. Yeah. I mean, didn't want his chickens living in sin. That's why he got him married.
Well, absolutely.
And he didn't want them to be bored, so they could watch TV.
He also had an outhouse with a shaker on it.
That's right. We did that. Was different.
Yeah, that was
interesting guy. A lot of fun. But here's my observation after listening to that.
We were a lot younger back
then. We were a lot younger, and I don't know. It seems it's almost like I don't know. It's just I think we've improved with age, is what I.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I'm thinking. Yeah.
I don't think so. We haven't gotten any better.
Well,
all right.
I'd like to think so.
All right. Well, you'd like to think a lot.
A little too much wacky laughing on my part.
Okay. Yeah. You had the wacky laugh going on.
Like, calm down. That's what I'm thinking the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, chill out.
Well, you haven't changed much.
I have changed.
All right. You can believe that. You know who hasn't changed is Murphy's Family Auto.
They have changed.
They have great quality service.
No, you're wrong. They have changed.
Have they changed?
Yeah, they've added Saturday hours 8 to 1.
Oh, that's right.
They heard their customers that they wanted to be able to, have those hours.
They've gotten so busy they need some help. Office help, porter service, an advisor type job.
Right.
If you're interested, call 517-552-3040. We'll give you all the details. You can stop by and apply in person too at Murphy's Family Auto. Your car knows. And as John said, they're now open Saturdays from 8 to 1.
Right. And if you bring your car in for service, they're the place to go to. Top-notch service. Tell them Mike and John sent you. Save 5% off your bill, and you can find out more online. Murphy'sFamilyAuto.com.
Let that sit in.
Yeah. See, I've improved.
No, you haven't. It's International Strange Music Day today. And it doesn't mean you sit around and listen to strange music. It just means that you try something new when it comes to your musical taste.
Right.
What type of genre would you...
Ooh, look at you using big words like
French.
that.
He
spoke French.
Genre. What kind of genre music would you listen to?
Genre?
Yeah. I think if I was pushing it to expand my musical horizons...
Right.
Probably some classical. Because I have a hard time just sitting there appreciating classical music or opera.
Operas, no, sorry.
See,
it's very
difficult.
difficult.
It's strange music day, so to me that's strange. It would be like, why is Mike listening to opera? That's strange.
I understand the artistry behind opera, but I just cannot. No. It's just no. Classical music, yeah, sure. I could, that's okay. I can appreciate that and enjoy it.
Well, if you want to sleep.
Well, it depends on what classical you're listening to.
Well, yeah, ELO. They've got a nice orchestra.
Deep. Really deep over there. But I'll tell you what. Now, weird music is the music my kid listens to.
Oh, like techno
Yeah,
stuff.
my kid listens to techno.
Yeah, that would be tough for me.
And I just have no...
I always feel like the strobe light should be on.
And I've often said it's every child's job to completely confound their parents by their music choices. And my oldest son he's done that.
Yes, he's lived up to that.
Yes, he has. So, yeah, well,
right.
Listen to this.
Yes.
I'm like, what is going on? This sounds like when I'm trying to dial into...
Today.
It sounds like I'm trying to dial into AOL.
That's where it all began.
That's right.
All right. It's our 2-cent history lesson brought to you today by our friends at Oakland Insurance, Drew Goebel and Company.
That's right. Owning a business is a labor of love. As we know, our labor of love here in running Gigo LLC.
It is a labor of love.
Oh, it is for sure. But your insurance shouldn't make more work for you. All right? You're busy enough.
Yeah, we are.
As a business owner, you rely on relationships. Drew Goebel at Oakland Insurance believes the best relationships are honest, upfront, and fair. You can depend on Oakland Insurance and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to personally work with you on your insurance needs. So, if you're looking for a proactive partner, not a part-time assistant, have a frank conversation about your business insurance with Drew Goebel. Call him today, Oakland Insurance, 248-647-2500.
Other things going on today on this August 24th.
Right.
It's National Peach Pie Day. It's National Waffle Day. Favorite waffle?
The one in my mouth. I mean,
Like
really-
blueberry? Like chocolate chips? Just
no.
Belgian waffles?
Yeah, just a regular old waffle, and then you add what you want on it. I mean, not that I turned down the chocolate chip waffle.
Butter and syrup. No, I kind of like my waffles without stuff already in them.
But chocolate chips, I mean, you can't go wrong.
No, I wouldn't. You don't throw that out.
All right, I won't throw it out, I guess.
It's Vesuvius Day today. Vesuvius Day.
Yes, Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah, marks the date in 79 A.D. when Mount Vesuvius erupted. Huge eruption. One of the largest
That's what she
volcanic
said.
eruptions in recorded history.
Yeah.
Vesuvius.
Yeah. And they buried Pompeii in ash.
It did.
Made them all ash holes.
You'd like to think you've gotten better.
Thank you.
You'd like to think.
Thank you.
You keep thinking.
Yeah.
1814, British forces captured Washington, D.C. and set the White House on fire. 1814.
It wasn't white any longer. As a matter of fact, you can
burnt.
still, there's parts where you can still see the burnt timbers.
1853, Chef George Crumb of Saratoga Springs prepared the first of what were to be called potato chips.
Now, there's a debate about this, just like with French fries, but where the first chips really came from. Now, you said that was in Florida?
Saratoga Springs.
Yeah.
1853, Chef George Crumb.
Well, hello, Chef.
It wasn't just George Crumb, it was Chef George Crumb.
Chef George Crumb.
Yes.
But I thought there was a place in New York that claimed.
They lied.
Okay.
Those New Yorkers lie. Lies.
Lies, you
Fake
say.
chips. Fake chips is what they
I
had.
don't know if we can trust your history lesson, you know.
Oh, after the...
You had the Teddy Roosevelt thing.
yeah, that was just my team. I talked to the team.
It's-
I said, team, get your crap together. George Crumb, Saratoga Springs. Thomas Edison in 1891.
I don't know. George
Patent-
Speck, known for his role in upstate New York.
What year?
Um,
Thomas Edison patented the motion picture camera on this day in 1891.
find out.
George Speck. It was a pair of Georges. Speck and Crumb. Crumb and Speck.
The old Speck and Crumb.
Amelia Earhart in 1932 became the first woman to fly non-stop across the United States, traveling from Los Angeles to Newark, New Jersey in just over 19 hours. Stevie Wonder in 1963 became the first artist ever to score U.S. #1 album and single in the same week. It's the Little Stevie Wonder album. Little Stevie Wonder, the 12-year-old genius, the single, Fingertips Part 2. Part 1 sucked. I don't know. I've never heard part one. I don't know if there was a part one.
Yeah.
Was there?
No, I don't know.
This was also the first ever live recording to make it to number one.
Okay.
Now you got your chip information.
Here's the thing. Saratoga Springs is in New York.
Well, then why'd you call it Florida?
You said Florida.
No, I said Saratoga Springs. You said
I thought you said Florida.
No, you said Florida.
Okay.
I said they're liars in New York.
we're talking about the same place. It was called Crumbs.
George Crumb. Then why'd you pull out George Speck?
Because George Speck, also known as George Crumb.
Look at that. See,
Bam!
You called it a controversy. It was all in the same.
No, we solved the mystery.
Yeah, we
That's
did.
what we did. That we created.
They would have gotten away with it if it weren't for us meddling kids.
Yeah, we're kids, all right.
Where are we at now?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. 1973. Tom Johnson. You know Tom Johnson?
No relation to Don?
No. He was one of the Doobie Brothers.
Oh, okay.
He was arrested in California on charges of marijuana possession.
What? A Doobie Brother?
He was a doobie with a doobie.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
That's
doobie
such
you?
a-
What doobie you be?
Such a surprise. 1985, Huey Lewis and the News started a 2-week run at number one with the single "The Power of Love" from Back to the Future. That's the power.
Remember the mid '80s? Remember?
Yep. On this day in 2006.
So old.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry.
You
I'm back.
gonna make it?
I'm back.
All right. The International Astronomical Union in 2006 declared, they said, we declare,
I do declare,
as the International Astronomical Union, that Pluto is no longer a planet.
Yeah, hit the road.
It was demoted to the status of dwarf planet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. If it's a planet, or not a planet,
right?
But then a dwarf planet, it's still a planet. Because it's a dwarf planet. It's like
But it's not a full planet.
It's a small planet.
It's like a minor league planet.
I see.
It's the Toledo of planets.
The B team.
It's the Evansville of planets.
I see. Okay.
It's the Lakeland. Oh, okay, you get the point.
Poor Pluto.
Yeah. Hit the road.
And in 2015, a fellow by the name of Mark Zuckerberg.
Who?
Mark Zuckerberg announced that for the first time, 1 billion people had logged into Facebook.
Did he say it like Dr. Evil? 1
billion
billion
That's
people.
billion with a B.
Yes, I know.
That was in 2015.
Oh, yes. And he doesn't, run our lives or anything.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Our podcast is available on Facebook.
Hey, wait a minute. You're right. We like Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes.
Thanks, Mark.
And you know what? If you catch it early, you'll beat the 1 billion people that are
Right.
gonna check
You
it
don't
out.
want to be. You don't want to be part of the crowd.
No.
You're a trendsetter.
Be a leader.
That's right.
That's your 2-cent history lesson for today. Brought to you by Oakland Insurance.
That's right. Give Drew Goebel a call at Oakland Insurance, 248-647-2500.
2-cent history and a mystery solved.
Yeah.
All within just a couple minutes.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We should open up a detective agency. Be like Rockford.
Private Eye. Like Rockford.
This has been a week of
what if
old
you want,
60s and 70s references.
if you take it up a decade or so, you could call it Moonlighting Agency, Blue Moon. No?
If we're going to go 80s, we go Magnum. Come on now.
All right, yeah, Magnum. Yeah, there we go.
See, here's the thing. If we do Rockford, you and me would fight about, who's going to be Rockford, who's going to be Brockelman. Richie
Would
Brockelman.
we fight about that?
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
If we were going to do... I'd rather be Angel, the
You would be
informant.
Angel.
I would be Angel
Give
before
me a
I'd be
little
Richard
Angel.
Brockelman. I don't
Hey,
know.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy.
I'd rather do that.
You'd rather do that one?
No, but if we were going to do Magnum,
Okay.
see, I don't have to be Magnum.
No, because you don't have
I'd
a
be-
mustache anymore.
Well,
so
that's true.
You had your shot.
I couldn't be Magnum.
No, you couldn't.
Because with the mustache, I'm
Yeah. You'd be TC.
indistinguishable.
Can you be TC?
Yeah, I
flying
could be
the
TC.
chop?
I could be
All right.
TC.
You'd be
I could be Rick.
You know a guy.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd be Higgins.
Higgins?
No, I don't know. I could do Higgins, I guess.
You couldn't do be the new Higgins. You couldn't do the new Higgins.
I don't
either.
think. So,
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
there you
That
have
visual
it.
is all yours.
It's all. You're welcome.
That's it for today. I think.
God, isn't it enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They don't have TV shows like that like they used
They
to.
really don't.
Well, the new ones aren't too bad. What about Hawaii 5-0?
What about it?
Well, then, if, would you be Dano or McGarrett?
Well, everybody, look, you want to be the title character.
All right.
You know, I'd be who I can't remember the guy's name was Low Fat. What was the guy's name? On
Chow Fat.
Chow Fat.
Chow Fat.
Wasn't it Chow? Was it Chow Fat?
I don't know what a fat chow.
Before we sign off, I gotta find out.
You gotta find out.
I gotta know.
That was the bad guy.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
Was that? Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't Fat Lao or Cho Fat, Cho or Chew Fat, Fat Chew. Gesundheit. I don't remember. It was low fat. No, it wasn't low fat. That was
he the bad guy?
Yeah, he was the nemesis, I think. Back on.
Okay.
You're looking at the newer one.
Oh, you're right.
You got to go to the old.
I was like, boy, this doesn't look like the wife of I remember.
No, they've a lot more attractive people on it in the newer version.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, I guess the show's ended.
No, the show ended quite a long time ago. It just took somebody to declare it dead, like say Quincy. You know. They should remake Quincy.
Who'd be a good Quincy?
They should make a female Quincy.
Okay.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.
Who would be a good female Quincy? That's a good question.
We'll never know. All right, we're post-show now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about strange music, I'm going to venture back to the CD rack for today's post-show.
All right.
You tell me the row. I will just grab a random CD.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
All right, row 7. Well,
there are no row 7s.
4 rows. You got 4
all right,
rows.
go row 3.
Row 3. Let's go.
Yeah.
You want
it's this
mid-row
kind of
or front?
scintillating content
It really is.
that
right.
really sets us apart.
I'm just grabbing us. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
And this will make your day.
Oh, will it now?
Yes. I picked up Rush.
Oh.
Hemispheres.
Sweet.
With a naked guy on the cover.
Well, that's the cover of Hemispheres.
Yeah, that's.
He's standing on top of a brain.
See, that is.
There was
strange.
no dope involved with this. So.
And this is the thing about Rush, and some bands did this at the time. They'd have like song number 1 with their.
It's a little bit operatic.
Yeah,
it was
they had,
rock operas.
Then they went into Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Hemispheres 1.
The Prelude, the Apollo Dionysus, Armageddon, Cygnus, and
Armageddon.
Hemisphere. No, that's
Not
different.
that one. Yeah.
No, sorry.
So explain yourself on this one.
I like Rush. Oh. Not much to
What's
say.
your favorite tune on this? Is it number 3 Armageddon or number 4 Cygnus?
Actually, on that one, I probably like Circumstances the best.
Yeah, it's a short song for Rush.
Well, for Rush, yeah. That's pretty, or like a tune-up.
Yeah.
Now, if you're into
prog rock,
remember this was like what 78, 79.
I didn't even know that. I knew they had
78. So yeah, lots of if you really were digging at the time the long guitar jams and drum solos, then your song was La Via Strangiato, which was 9 minutes 35 seconds and lots of guitar and drum solos. It kind of goes on and on.
Man. Got my big headphones on.
There you go.
That's
Hemisphere
post show.
Yeah, from the CD warehouse. That's a thriving business.
It sure
right
is.
next to Blockbuster and your VCR repair
All right,
shop.
I'm going to put this back.
All right. And, well, you got to... I'll do it.